Hello, plenty to talk about again this week for your Met Office weather for the week ahead. We're going to have a wet and windy spell in the next day or so, but then something of a change from midweek onwards. Certainly not everywhere will turn dry, but overall turning drier and quite a bit warmer as well. But of course, at this time of year, with lighter winds, that also brings the likelihood of mist and fog. Here's the bigger picture, this area of low pressure that's clearing away to the north, still bringing a few showers on Monday. And behind me, this is Hurricane Sam. It's changing through Monday night, will no longer be a hurricane, but as it drifts into parts of the North Atlantic, it will still influence our weather, as we'll see later on. But in the short term, there's another area of low pressure we need to talk about, but it hasn't yet developed. It's forming down to the southwest through Monday evening, and then this area of low pressure will dominate our weather during Tuesday. A set of weather fronts, tightly packed isobars, a wet and windy spell, particularly for England and Wales. It arrives overnight. There's a Met Office yellow warning in place for Wales and southwest England. And then the main focus will be across parts of the east. That low is kind of grinding to a halt, and where we have the persistent rain through parts of northern and eastern England during Tuesday, well, that rain will really build up through the day, so the potential for some disruption. It's also going to be very windy, but it should brighten up across Wales and southwest England. And not much rain for Scotland, Northern Ireland, just a few showers here and generally a good amount of sunny spells. It won't be warm, the wind's coming down from the north, and particularly if you're stuck under that rain band over parts of eastern England, a pretty grim day here with temperatures only 12 or 13 at best. We might squeak up to the mid-teens along the south coast. But that low pressure system will slowly pull away during Tuesday night and into Wednesday. There is more weather fronts waiting out in the wings, but there's also this bump, this ridge of high pressure that will bring most places a fine day on Wednesday. It means the winds will be easing off as well. It also means it'll be quite a chilly start to Wednesday through parts of western Scotland, Northern Ireland. A touch of frost is possible. The windy and wet conditions still close to the east coast for a time, but should be heading away. And then, as I say, for many, it's dry and bright on Wednesday with some sunshine until that next weather system brings cloud and outbreaks of rain into Northern Ireland, western parts of Scotland, and possibly late on parts of Wales and southwest England. But generally, a fine day for many, feeling a bit warmer as well, and temperatures getting up maybe to 17 or 18 across the southeast. Still a brisk breeze on those North Sea coasts, but a drier and a brighter day on Wednesday for sure. Not drier and brighter, though, in the northwest. The next weather system is moving in, bringing rain and strong winds. That is, as I say, tied in to what has been Hurricane Sam. No longer a hurricane by this stage, but still a pretty sizable area of low pressure, heading its way slowly up towards Iceland. Its weather fronts approaching the northwest, but because it is a tropical system, it does have tropical air entrained in it, so that is going to bring some warmth by day and by night. So after a cold start to Wednesday, Thursday promises a very mild start, but also it will be quite wet across western Scotland, Northern Ireland. In fact, there could be quite a lot of heavy rain across parts of western Scotland during Thursday and continuing into Friday. So that's something we need to keep a close eye on. Otherwise, quite a bit of cloud, but some brightness, particularly in eastern areas. And look at those temperatures getting up to 18, 19, 20 Celsius is possible across the southeast. That low is still dominating. Its weather fronts dangling across parts of Scotland, Northern Ireland during Friday, and they may pep up again. So again, that rain building up during the second half of the week for parts of western Scotland, Northern Ireland. We do need to keep an eye on that, but otherwise it's higher pressure for England and Wales, so that could allow things to be a bit misty and murky. Certainly a chance of a few fog patches, but generally a dry and a bright day on Friday, but it will be wet and windy at times for Scotland and Northern Ireland. Depending on exactly where that weather front sits, we could see some brighter skies across eastern Scotland for sure. And where we do see brightness on Friday, that warm air means temperatures could easily get up to the high teens or maybe low 20s with some sunshine over eastern England. Even where it's wet all day, temperatures will still be above average for the time of year. Into the weekends, that weather fronts will slowly track across the country, but high pressure is building across it. So that suggests that the rain will be fizzling out. It'll probably just be a zone of cloud as it sinks across the country during Saturday. Maybe the odd spot of rain. But for most, high pressure moving in for the weekend, bringing a lot of dry weather. Still the likelihood of mist and fog patches, but also some sunny spells coming through. As I said at the start, plenty going on. There are Met Office warnings in place. Keep up to date with those. Best way to do that, of course, is to make sure you're following us right across social media.